Okay, so the problem was so stupid. It was not about the control that they made in order to prohibit like bots of playing, because it has nothing to do with the with all those values and what I did provide him or not. It was that when in the configuration file I have set up the session ID, it was set to this value. So of course with this value you don't get anywhere. So this was the problem. So stupid. Yeah, you just have to take this value, put it here, and now everything is working because you're making the request with the right cookie. But in order to understand this better, I have also proxied the traffic from this bot to the Burpsuite. So now here we can see not only the request from the browser but also the requests from the bot. So it's easier to do it. We had the problems with the certificate because it was not trusted. So I have added this row. I mean, the agent added it, but yeah, it's just details. Self-verify false. So now we can communicate correctly with the server. The idea is, yeah, the login will do it manually, and after the login we do everything. So let's continue. Clear history. So right now you can see that if I do a login from here, okay, I have to prove that I'm not a robot. So this was the normal login and a normal request. So I can see here the request dorf1 and dorf2. The length is around 203,000 characters. Now, if we take this cookie and use it in our script, it's the same. And we just run this to get dorf1. Let's say, okay, let's get 3 times dorf1. Okay, let's just run this script. And here we should see 3 times dorf1, dorf1, dorf1 with length similar to this length that was a successful response. The difference is because here I've asked for dorf1 and here dorf2. So dorf2 is 278,000 characters, dorf1 is less. If I choose dorf2, play, let's take a look. We should see a length similar to this. It's because of the content that you find on the HTML page. Here we go. So the login part was bypassed by just using the cookie after manually logging in. Perfect. Now the nice part, finally. Okay, the session manager does the get, the post requests. We don't need anymore the logout because we don't do the login. Request delay, we'll use it. Post, get, that's everything that this class will do. Now, when we first get in, so the initialization should be something like this. I create an empire. When I create an empire, what happens is, well, I will assume that I'm always logged in, so no need to log in. And of course, no need to do this function. But I will need to get a session. Okay, but the session, I will populate it not in the login function because I don't do the login. I will just do it here. When I say self session equal session manager. No, is there a problem? Session manager is not defined. Ah, okay, I just need to put this up here. Now session manager is defined. So the session will be present. What a session is something that keeps track of my session ID and all of the other informations. Okay, I think that's okay. So the Empire will not log in. The Empire can do the following things. Can get my villages, retrieve all of the villages belonging to the player. So, let's start with this. We need to populate the array with my villages because this is just one of my village. When I log in, I go to Dorf 1. I can see my villages here on the right. So we need to get them from here. Let's see how this part is made. So it's just the name of the village, and then here are the coordinates of the village. That's perfect. So I will do like this. This is the div that I'm interested in. Okay, this one. I copy the outer part. Let's say copy the outer HTML, and we go here. We call our agent to help us. So we don't need the configure as the context, we just need the empire. Okay, and let's say modify the get my villages function in order to get the villages. You need to get to Dorf 1 and then look for this div. For a div similar to this. Okay. Create a function that is able to parse this data and create one village for each village you find in this div. Let's see how it does. Okay. So, what are... Okay, in the meanwhile, let's take a look at that div that we have found. So this is the div, sidebar box village list. So he will use surely this ID to identify the div, and then he might use beautiful soup to parse it, I think. Inside this div, he will need to go... So HTML beautify. Okay, another solution. So there's the script, there's the header. I don't care about the header. So there's the content. So inside the sidebar box village list, he will need to search for the content. inside the content, he will need to search for the unordered list, and for each list item, he will need to get the span with name, with class name. Okay. Yeah, so here are a few spans. One span that contains an SVG and another span. And the second span that, okay, class coordinate X, coordinate Y. So yeah, he can just do like a for loop for each list E, just find the class name, the class coordinate X, the class coordinate Y, and then get these values. That's everything he needs to do. So how did he do? He gets to the page dorf1, then he used beautiful soup. He find the ID with sidebar box village list. That's impressive. Finds the unordered list, finds all the list items, find the anchor. I don't know why he thinks the villages have an ID. Am I missing something here? Where is he getting this ID from? List item. New ID. I don't know what this is. New ID. Because I'm not sure that the villages have an ID. Anyway, he gets this ID, thinking it's the village ID. That's okay. Village link. This is the link that, of course, gets you to that village. 25195. So if I go to 194, is this another village? No, it's nothing. Okay, we'll need to look into that. But yeah, we will need that because when we will iterate over all of our villages, we will need to get from one to another. So perfect. Then extract village name. How do he extract village name? Span with class name. That's perfect. And then extract coordinates. Class coordinate grid. Here it is. Okay. I think he's overdoing it, but that's okay. That's okay. I just don't like this piece of code here. He's using an regex to do this. It's an overkill. So he did well finding the name, but in order to find the coordinates, it's better to just search for the specific classes. Just search for the span with class. To get the coordinates, just get the span with class coordinate X and coordinate Y. That's far easier. Yeah, see how less code. Why is he doing this? If X span and Y span, of course, because it's a string. So he needs to convert it to an integer. This makes no sense. I mean, if you can't find them, you can just set them to 0, 0. Okay, let's accept it for now. So, name span. Uh, mm, okay, I want to village name. I want to put all of this together so that they're kind of ordered. So here I extract everything. I extract name, Okay, I extract the spans, and then from the spans I extract the coordinates. Okay, village name. Here, let's say x coordinate. I'm expecting him to finish this for me. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Tab accept. Accept. That's perfect. I love how he completes this. Okay, so for now, if I can't find the coordinates, I'll just use 0. That's okay for now. And then is active. He will search if active in a class or active in village get class. Where do you find the active keyword? Here, li, class. Okay, so okay, I think this might work, but we will see. Village. So now we create finally a village using those information. Of course, I have renominate them, so we need to call them x coordinate, y coordinate. We have a village ID. That's not kind of a village ID. It's village link. Let's change it. Village ID with the village link, because yeah, this might work as a link, but I'm not sure it's the village ID. So it starts here, village ID match, village link, village link match. Okay, let's substitute all with village link. So now we have created a village with a village link, village name, x coordinate, y coordinate, and self session. Why do I need a session? Yes, because the village might need to make requests. So let's go to the village declaration, because I didn't look at it yet. So village ID, as we have said, it's not a village ID, it will be a village link. So all the village IDs will be village links. Village link. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for everything. Perfect. Then we get a name, that's a string, an x and y coordinate, that's an integer, and the session that defaults to none. But it should not default to none. Actually, you know what? I don't need to pass the session here from the father, from the empire. I can just get it on my own, just like I do here in the empire. I import it. I do the same here. And then here, I just create it, session manager. In the session manager, I create one. This will make a bug possible. For example, the empire will create his own session. The village will create his own session that are two different sessions. But I don't think I want this. I would like to be the same session. So I need the agent here. So add context. Let's say session manager. I want this class to be what was the name for that? With Control L, you can just chat with him, I think. Okay. It was a precise name, I don't remember. How it's called, the design pattern that will let you use only one instance of an object. Oh my god. Singleton, of course. I want it to be a singleton. So what this does, it creates the object the first time the function init is called, but the other times the function init is called, it will check to see if an object already exists. If it exists, it will return it. Otherwise, it will create it. So this makes sure that we will use only one single session manager for everything. So yeah, I think this is what we need in this case. And I hope he will do it on his own without ruining what we have written so far. So let's see. The new function does this. If the instance don't exist, just create it. Otherwise, return it. That's perfect. And class method get the instance. That's okay. Yeah, I think that's good. So yeah, just a bit of improvement of this class. So now I can just, in the village, I can call session manager get instance. Actually, no, I don't want to call get instance. I want to call session manager, because this will give me the session anyway. Same here. He uses get instance. Maybe it's a bit clearer. Yeah, okay, accept it. Session manager get instance. Okay. Let's trust him for this one. Let's use get instance instead of session manager, but they should I think they do the same thing, because when I call this, it will run this code and then in the end return a class instance. But if I run the class instance, it will do the same. I feel like he did something more than the necessary. I mean, this could have been improved maybe, but that's okay for now, for what we need. Okay, so this is the village. The village will have a link, a name, x, y coordinate, a session, a logger, and can be active or not active. For now, everything is not active. Whenever this, okay. So okay, we will have to handle those states. So whenever I change village, I should set all the villages to not active and only the destination village to active, but that's okay. The fields is empty. The buildings list is empty. The resources are those ones. I want to try something something big in the test. Let's please write code and tell me all of the villages and structures that I have. This should fail because it's so generic. Print village. So how does he know this? It creates an empire. Then if not logged in, it tells me I'm not logged in, but I will be logged in. For village in Empire My Villages, I print village name, village X, village Y, and if it's active or not. Village update status, this is not implemented yet. Then I print the resources for resource amount in village resource items. So village have this uh, resource. I don't think he have resource items. Well, he thinks the village have resource. That's interesting. This might be something I want to track in the future. But anyway, for now, this is not implemented. This should maybe work. So I have an array with the type of field and the level. So type, level. Is that true? So this should not work because I just initialize a village. When I initialize a village, I don't think it gets populated with anything. Resources 0, send troops 0. So in order to have this data, I must update the village. So this is the function update status. This function is called, right? Yeah, village update status for each village. That's nice. I love how he did it. So he updates the village of the status of the he updates the status of the village, and this in terms will should go and find all of those information. So fields, troops, resources, but for now it's not implemented. So it's just an empty function that yeah. But let's see how if it works. Like returning empty objects. Total villages found 0. Error parsing village data. String find takes no keyword arguments. Error parsing village data. Where did this happen? In the Empire, there was an error. Error parsing village data. So the Empire had a problem with parsing village data. When is he doing this? Get my villages. First of all, I would like to see if he can get the villages in the first place. Okay, so maybe in the test, before doing anything, before doing the actual update, because the update is not implemented, I want to see here if the empire is correctly populated. So he creates an empire. The initialization should set some values. Okay, let's see what does the empire contains. So it contains my villages, that's empty, neighbors empty, oasis empty, a session, this function, a logger, logged in, true, and that's all. Okay, so the empire was just created, right? Initialization. Automatically update to login. What is this? I thought I got rid of this. I don't need to log in. Okay, so maybe when the empire is created, First, I initialize an empty array of villages, but then I would like also to populate it on the same run. I mean, I cannot do anything with an empire if it's empty. So yes, of course, self get my villages. And let's see how this works. If not session cannot get villages, I'm okay. Get the Dorf 1 page which contains the village list. It's nice because it's the same thing that I told him. So he gets this. Beautiful soup. Sidebar. Clear existing villages list. Why do you do this? You don't need to do this because you will create an empire only once. This function will be called only once. But yeah, okay, it's a good practice. And then we'll try to find them. You will get all of those values. And okay, the function will end. But now the difference is that in the initialization function, we activated this function, get my villages. So right now, when we will stop here the next time, the empire will have also one village here. Because we have called actually the function get my villages. Let's test this out. Empire. Oh, my village. Don't have it. Why is that? Self get my village. We have to run it line by line. So let's restart it with a breakpoint there. And we will execute it line by line to see where it crashes and where it has problems. Okay. So we're here. We're in the empire. Everything is kind of empty. Oh no, get my villages is not a function. Huh? Yes, it's a function. Okay. Okay, let's step into everything. I get the Dorf 1. Step over. If not response text, it will execute this, but it jumped this, so I got a response text. I create this soup HTML parser on the response. Then I find village list div with this. Did I get it? Yes, I got it here. I got this content. This is the contents. Wait, that's a bit short. I was expecting more. Text. What is this text? Okay, this text it contains everything I need. Village, name, coordinates. Okay. Because of course I got that from here, I guess. So inside this text I should have the data. Village list div. Okay, let's go on. I clear the villages. Okay, that's perfect. Village items. Okay, village list div. Village list div. What is village list div? Uh, Here it is. Village list div is a div that contains all of the data. Yeah, this is all the content of the village div, and here is everything that I need. So in this village list div, I want to find the unordered list, and then inside that unordered list, I want to find the list items. So this will be a list of items. How many items? One, in my case. Let's see if it's true. Village items, it should have only one item. Uh, well, yeah, I guess it does. Then I'll try to extract the village ID. That's not ID, but village link. Did I get it? Let's close this. It's such a big object. So village link, what's the value of this parameter right now? I can't find it. Ah. If not village link, continue. So it means that it found a village link. Okay. So now he's searching a link and he's searching for new ID. So village match link. Oh, this object was so big. Okay, so here it is, village match link. It found something, but now he needs to extract it. And now in village link, we indeed have 25192. So this is only the ID of the village. I must remember this. It's not the actual link, it's just the idea, and then I have to reconstruct the link. Perfect. Then he will need to find the village name. Let's go ahead and see if he... Oh, he got an exception. When he tried to find the name. So, string find takes no keyword arguments. Here, uh, village link. Village link. Actually, it's a number. Oh, I think I messed things up when I moved things around. Okay, let's let him correct this. Okay. Find. So, what was the problem? Item. So, let me see. The changes that he did. So now I have found the village link, and that's okay, that's perfect. Then I wanted to get the name span. Okay, and he added a comment and wrote item.find instead of village link.find. Yeah, of course, I was trying to find it on village link, that's a number. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, let's try to run the test again from the start to the end and see if we get some answers. Well, I'm not in debug mode, right? Uh, it's not, it's running in debug mode. I have to select run normally, but run on test. Empire has no attribute logged in. Of course, the Empire is always logged in. Okay, so resource fields, nothing. Buildings, nothing. Everything is 0. Yes, village, Machina's village. We have some results. He can identify at least one village. Maybe when we'll get 2 villages, he might crash. We have to see. But okay, now it's the time that we populate all those fields, names, and all of those building names and levels. In order to do this, I want to do something very, very nice. Let him do it and give him the context, because in this folder I have gave him the Travian Z master. So here I think he will find a lot of nice information about a lot of stuff. So I'm curious if I say like at code base, no. At Travian Z master. At Travian Z master. This is the damn, I didn't say anything. Stop. So look at the source code of the Travian of the game, and then please complete the functions of the empire. That will be find the neighbors, find oasis. No, it's too much, get my villages is okay. So in the first step I get the villages, and after I get the villages I want to update the villages. So I need him to write the function to update the villages. Get village data, I guess. So Dorf1 link response. Yes, resources, production. It's kind of a hard task. I don't want him to do everything at once. I want him just to do another function that will populate the fields data. And then please write a new function in Empire that will update the... Actually, this should be a function of the village, not of the Empire. In village, every village should be able to update his own fields. So update status will do something. I'm okay with that. But then I want to have two separate functions, one for updating the fields, one for updating the buildings. So def update fields. Latest fields. This will populate the self field. So update fields will update the self fields. So that's perfect. So write a function in village and please complete the function. Can I refer a function? Update field in village. That's so cool. Okay. In village. So I think he will read it, but that's so much information. I don't know if he can read it all. Let's see. Look at the source code of the game, and then please complete the function update fields in village. That's crazy. That's crazy. Planning the next moves. Yeah, you need to examine the source code, understand how it works. Let's first look at dorf1, which typically contains the village resource fields view. Read dorf1.php. So he read this file. Now let's look at the village field template it refers. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the source code. He saw that there is a field template. Oh my god. And in this template, you can see that they go from 1 to 18. You can see the name, woodcutter, clay pit, iron mine. That's so cool. Okay. Now let's also check the game engine village PHP fields to understand the village data structure. Now I need to understand how to get the field data for a village. Let's check the build PHP file to understand the field structure. Build PHP. This is the function that builds everything. Because when you when you go here and press upgrade, you use build PHP. So now he's reading that function to understand how it works. So in the village, he wants to use beautiful soup. I think it might be better to put all the parsers in another place so that the village, the empire will not be that big. We can use we have a parser folder. Parser folder. Yes, I will tell him to refactor it. He wants to see that if it's that beautiful soup is installed. Are you okay with that? Oh, it's not installed. So install beautiful soup break system package. What? No. Well, that doesn't seem safe. That break package doesn't seem safe. Okay, so this installs beautiful soup library. Flag is specific for Python 3.11. It's a warning bypass flag that tells pip, yeah, I know installing this might mess with the system package management. I don't care, do it anyway. You're installing into the system Python and bypassing safety checks. Dangerous if you don't know what we're doing. Yeah, actually, I don't want you to run this. Skip. The implementation of update fields is now complete. So, fetches the dorf1 page, which contains the village resource fields, parses the HTML, populates the fields. Okay, let's see it. It's here, and I accept it. Village. Where is it? Update fields. Here is it. A big boy. So, what does he do? Village map was not found in HTML. Wood, clay, iron, wheat. Okay, for fields in extract the fields ID 1 to 18 because he saw it in the template. In the fields.template, this is the file that generates the HTML, and while generating the HTML, he generates 18 divs, I think, or 18 areas from 1 to 18. Those are those. When I click here, as you can see, it's ID 1. This is ID 13. Okay, so he iterates over them and use a regular expression to get the level, and then he also tracks some other information. Update resource production. He's doing more than I think. I told him. Actually, I don't care about the production. Okay, let's see if it works first, and then we'll adjust it. No, it's not working. Let's see why. Unverified HTTPS request is made. Village map not found in HTML. This was the problem. Village map not found in HTML. Village map not found in. Not found in. So this was the problem. Soup find village map. Let's break here. And to see, find div ID. Yeah, but where do we search it? Oh, sorry. I need to run this test. I think I have more breakpoints in this file. So I wanted the breakpoint here. That's perfect. Let's restart it. Okay, so village map is soup that find. Where is the soup? Soup is this. Beautiful soup, response text, so he got the response text. The response text should contain all of the relevant data, is the whole page. He uses HTML parser to read it, and he's trying to find the village map. Is it true that we don't have a village map? Let's see. We paste it here. Village It's kind of, it's a bit big. Village. So he's trying to find village underscore map. Village underscore map. Well, something, there is something that's called village map. Div village map. Hold on a minute. Here, let's take a look here. Where is it? Village map. Oh, it's in this big. Uh, okay, so he's searching for this ID village map, but he finds this in this big chunk of data that's a script. I don't know why he's searching it there. It's better if I tell him the answer. So, okay, please modify the function update fields. Because he's doing some things that I don't need. Please update this function and search the values in the HTML. So the values you are looking for are in the HTML response in a div with class content container. Content container that is made as follows. Is this too big? Let's see. But he already started to work on this. The code before that was not working anyway, so I'll just accept everything he did. Accept. Okay, now let's read it. So, update fields. What do? You want to go to your village, new ID, village link. That's perfect. We need to rename this. It's not a link, this is a number. The link is all together. Anyway, if self village link else none. Okay, the response. Okay, so he makes a request to Dorf1, that is the page, this main page. He makes the request, calls beautiful soup, and then he starts parsing. He searches for a resource field container. What is that? Resource field container. Is that a class? Resource field container. Ah, here it is. Resource field container. Indeed, he identified correctly by ID the container of all the numbers. That's perfect. That's perfect. And then he declared the types. And then building slot, field ID, some complicated stuff. Search GID. What is this GID? Class. GID1. Here it is. GID, GID4, GID1, GID3. Okay. Label active. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. That's the most important thing. Run Python. No, it's not working. Village map not found in HTML. Village map not found in HTML. So the problem is here. Update fields. Wait. I thought I modified this. So, resource field container. This is the place he has to search. So this exists. This should exist. But I have to make sure I have Beautiful Soup. I think what he tried to do was install Beautiful Soup. Maybe I don't have Beautiful Soup. Is that possible? Um, well, well, instead of using the agent, let's talk. What are all the Python packages I have? Yeah, it's kind of a wrong question, but I want to see if he understands what I have and what I don't have. Try switching to agent mode. Okay, he wants to be an agent to do this. Okay, I let you be an agent. I don't have access to terminal commands. That's okay. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. You can stop. I'll ask the agent, what packages do I have? Do I have? Okay, people list. So Beautiful Soup, it's not here, all right? Or is it? Beautiful Soup, Beautiful Soup. Okay. Well, yeah, indeed. If I didn't have Beautiful Soup, this would get me an error. So the problem is that they can't find the resource field container inside the response that I got. Why is that? Village list not found in HTML. Yes, but you had a breakpoint. You had a breakpoint here. Why didn't you stop at the breakpoint? Oh no, this is another one. Village list not found in HTML. And it's from the Empire. Village not found. It's this one. I think I might have a problem with the cookie. Maybe I was disconnected or no? Yeah, I was disconnected. I was disconnected. So of course the cookie did not work anymore. In those cases, I will need eventually to solve this problem, definitely by bypassing the CAPTCHA, but for now, we're gonna just manually log in. And I think the cookie will be the same. Let's see. Oh my God. Every time, instead of running the debug on the test file, I run the debug on the other files. So if I see another error that's different from the one with the villages, I'm good. And I'm good because I got here. Let's go to the end. Oh, we got it. But no, I didn't want this. I didn't want the wood, clay, and wheat production. But is that true? Crop 7. Yeah, that's correct. That's very nice. But I wanted the fields. Resource fields I wanted. Uh, he gave me other data. Hold on. Here in the test, actually, I printed village info. Okay, and this print village info creates an empire. And then for each village in the empire, updates the status. This is the problem. Updates just the status. I don't want only this. I want village update fields. This is what I need. Because if I don't update the fields, I can see it. But that means update status correctly identifies those. Update fields didn't work. It seems like it didn't. Let's change nothing and run it again. Yeah, it didn't work. Update fields. Why it didn't work? So we have to read this more carefully. Field types: wood, clay, iron, wheat. Okay, let's stop here and then proceed one step at a time and see where the bug is. Um, okay, we're here. Resource fields. Find all. Okay, let's go one step further. And what is resource fields? Resource fields are those. That's perfect because those 17 divs are those 17 divs. Each one contains the information that I need, right? Special variables, attributes. Text. Wait, this is a div class, right? This is the div. Okay, it's level 8. And okay, so if I would have to do this on my own, what would I look at? So this big div with ID resource field container have a lot of other divs inside. Each div contains the level 10, both in the class, both as a class and as a value inside another div, the label layer. So I can either get it from here or from there. Then I have the URL that I need to click in order to update it. And that's kind of it. That's kind of everything, right? So I could look just at the class. And what is he looking at? He's looking at the classes, I think, right? Find all divs, class level. Yeah, class level. Those are all the divs. Okay. Now he declared this object for field in resource fields. Resource fields is this. Okay, what do you do? Extract the field ID from the building class slot. So field ID, let's go up until here to see if he could extract correctly the field ID. Where am I? I wanted to come here, breakpoint here. And I go to the next breakpoint. It's finished. Okay, let's go again. That's strange. It's like it don't even go in this for loop. For field and resource fields. Okay, let's stop here. Okay, I stop here. Resource fields. Resource fields is an array, right? It's an array of divs. I have the parent. I have a lot of information, but this is such a simple object. This is just a string. And I don't know why the text indicated here is this one, 8. It should be the level. Mm. Yeah, it could be because this is 0. No, this is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is element 0 of the array, element 1, element 2. Element 2 of the array has level 8. I'm looking at level 2 at the second element. So this one should have level 10, 13. So this one should be level 10. Yeah, the text is 10, but I don't have to look at the text. I have to look at all the classes inside. So let's go one line at a time. Let's try this. Try to find building slot and then a digit. Why? Because here is building slot 3, building slot 4, 5, and then extract the 0th element. So in this case, what would it be? If not match, continue. Ah, because he didn't find it. He didn't find it. That was a problem. Phil, I don't like very much the checks that he's making. So here he's trying to extract the field ID, right? By using this. Okay. Correct this. Improve this. Keep in mind that the so where is he searching? In the field. For each field in resource fields, I mean the field here, as we can see, the content is he already accessed the inside div. See, each div have an inside div that's label layer 13 and close div. He's watching this one because this is the value of the field. So that's not good. He should have been looking at the father. This, 0, 0, he need to look at the classes of the div and attributes. He have to look at the attributes because the attributes tells everything. Okay. So here you need to look at the attributes of each resource field in resource fields. Let's see. Okay, attribute. Yeah, but he's logging them. No, you need to search the field ID inside the attributes. Of the div. Okay, maybe this might be a bit better. Let's see. So this time, for each field inside the resource fields, get all the classes from the fields. Okay, so he gets all the classes. Find the building slot class directly from the class list. Okay, class name starts with, and then he gets all the remaining characters, like building slot, and what's after that he gets that building slot 2, and this is building slot 2, 3, 4, and so on. That's correct. And this way he should get the field ID correctly. So let's see. I put a breakpoint here, and I want to see if he gets correctly the ID. Did you get the ID correctly? Okay, you stopped here. Okay, let's go ahead. Field ID 1, yes, and the next time is 2, 3. That's perfect. That's perfect. So now you are getting correctly the field ID. Okay, so the next step is to adjust all the other things to get the GID. What is the GID and why do I need it? GID for GID1, GID2. Ah, this is the type of field. Like GID1 is wood, right? Yeah, wood. GID4 is wheat. Wood. 2 is clay. Yes. 3 is stone. Perfect. This is what he was talking about here. 3 is iron, 4 is wheat, 1 is wood, 2 is clay. That's perfect. So I need to know the GID in order to know what is the resource. So I need that he changes this with a similar logic for what you did for field ID. Please modify the other logic, the commands to get the other values. Okay, because I want to use the same command, let's remember him how it's made this. Remember that the field is made as follows. Okay, you never know, maybe he forgot. This might help him. So the first part should stay the same. Field ID none. Okay, now he gets the field ID. Here he gets the GID. Then he gets I need the level. I'm okay, but here, yes, I'm okay. He gets ID, type, level. Upgrading is upgrading. I don't know what's this. Is upgrading active? Ah, is this a possibility? I I didn't see it from here, so maybe he read the documentation, that's why he knows that can be a thing. Okay, let's accept the changes. This should be working now. So at the end, self fields append ID, self fields. What self fields? Uh, Here it is. Self fields. Those are the fields. Okay, and what do you do with this information? You append it. That's okay. And then also update the resource production data. What? Update fields? Update also the resource production? No, I don't think so. So update fields is one thing. Okay. Okay. And then, yeah, he also updates the production, but I don't need it. I mean, thank you. But there are two separate functions. Update resource production is one thing. Update resource production is one thing. And if I want to do it, update resource production, I will just call it separately. Okay, so for now, he get this information, he knows how to understand it, he appends to the self fields list. That's nice. But then at the end of the story, he needs to put this information inside the father. Here, self fields. This is it. Type, width, and level. So we have only two variables, type and level. That's okay. Woodcutter, clay pit. Here maybe I could use the real names. Okay. And then at the end, after he found out all of this information, he just self field append. Yeah, but here you need a for loop to do it for. Here it is, the for loop that I want. For each field, of course, get the data and then save it to the self fields. That's okay. Here, if I don't get any field ID, I just do nothing. Let's see how it goes now. Maybe now he can get all of the information and he can print all of the information. Let's see. Missing one argument, soup. Where? Update resource production. Wait, why do you want soup? Village. Find the production table. Update resource production. Yeah, this is the function that he made on his own and I didn't ask for. Update resource production. Update fields is the one that I needed. Update production is something that he made. I want him to modify it if it's not working. Please remove soup from parameters. This function must work well without any parameter, because it will make a request. I mean, I make the request when I need to find this information. I make a get request. Yeah, I make a get request to Dorf1. Exactly. Retrieve the data and then read it from there. I don't want to paste it. Great job, great job. Oh, not debug. Let's see, a moment of truth. Upgrade building. Village has no attribute update buildings. Oh. Update buildings. Yeah, I mean, I thought it existed. What? Wow. Wow. That's nice. That's nice. It works. It works. I would like to have them ordered by ID. So maybe in the village, here, yeah, maybe in the fields, the dictionary, this is the dictionary that I came up with. I would like also to memorize the ID in the dictionary. So this is a longer task, so maybe the agent could do it. Please refactor the village class. I want the fields array to contain also the ID of each field, not only the type and the level. Okay. Okay, so what do you want to change? What do you want to change? Oh, he's still reading the documentation. Ah, no, reading village line 1 to 200. That means all the lines. Ah, no, he reads in chunks. That's nice. He reads the first 200 lines. Okay, I see there's a mismatch between the class documentation and the actual implementation. Looking at the code, update fields method actually includes the field ID in each field entry. But in the class, comment doesn't reflect this. Let's update the class to ensure consistency. So, my friend, what are you doing here? Upgrade fields by type. Actually, I didn't quite get here. I didn't quite get to the upgrading stuff yet. But indeed, maybe, yes, of course, in my function, I just specify the type and the level, but it's not like that. I mean, for field in self fields, wow, he make a big modification. But yeah, this is kind of what I asked for, right? Hopefully this don't ruin everything. Yeah, at the end he will append ID, type, level, and upgrading. So he will do that. He canceled my code. He canceled an empty line. He refactored also the code. He changed the type of the list. So now it's a dictionary that contains a string and then a union of string into bool. It's not clear. So it contains a list of dictionaries that have a string as a key and the union of string in bool as value. What does that look like? Building type. Okay, we will take care of that later. Let's see. Right now he's reviewing changes. He's thinking. I can accept yet. Okay, I want to accept it. I don't understand what's happening. I wanted to accept it. Reviewing configuration. So he changed two files, one empire and one village. What? Yeah, but how do I accept this review? It's not clear. Open file. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something. I want to accept things. I apply from here, okay. And what about the others? I want to apply everything. Session manager. Empire. So this is the village. Did he update it? No! It's as it was before. No, he updated it. But he reverted this change that I made. Let's see. Yeah, he broke it. Attempted relative import with no known package. What have you done, my friend? Or maybe it was my fault that I didn't play the right file. Yeah, it was my fault. So now I have everything, and now I want that the print function, well, yeah, actually it's not a print function, but I want to create a print function in the village. Okay, let's see how the auto completion works if I want to write this function on my own. So def print village info. That's perfect. That's perfect. 1 second autocomplete. That's incredible. Village name XY. Active. No, yeah, this is not useful. resources, self-resources, fields, buildings, troops, but it's a bit more complex than that. Village, that's okay. Resources, details. No, I want a for loop. For resource amount in items, okay. Field details. For each field, I want the type and the level and buildings. I didn't create anything for the building, so how do you know that? And troops also, and status. Oh my god. He's so fast. Okay, that's okay. But this prints it in the log. Print it normally. Accept everything. Okay, so print village info. Here, for each village, print village info. Oh my god, he's so fast. I mean, he's understanding what I'm trying to do. Print village info has no village has no attribute. Print village info. Yes, has no attribute because it's a function. I don't understand. Village has no attribute. Print village info. So we can do like, yeah, first I print the info, then I update the things, and then I print the info again. Village, print, info. Okay, no, I wanted this function. I want to print them 2 times. Okay, maybe I'm a bit mm, I'm missing something. So not agent but ask. So you're missing the what am I missing here? You're missing the print village info method in your village class. The test.py file is trying to call this method on each village object, but it doesn't exist. I mean, it's here, right? This is the village class. And this is the print village info. Ah, okay, I had to save it. Um, so this is what happened. Um, it printed the village name. It printed the resources that I didn't populate them yet. Uh, where's house capacity? Okay, and now we can improve this a little bit. Okay, okay, thanks. It's okay now. Um, improve the graphics of the output to have different sections for different stuff. Let's see. Oh, nice. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see how the output is now. Ah, no. It means that this output is coming from somewhere else. What? Because my function here, this is my function. Resource fields, nothing. Building, nothing. Troops, nothing. So, where... Oh, yes. The first time it is nothing. Then we have the nice output because I called the function 2 times. Print village info and print village info. Okay, that's nice. So I would say that with this progress, I will go to sleep. And next time we'll continue with reading the other values for the value that we have for lumber, clay, iron crop, and upgrading the fields, and then doing the same for the buildings, reading the buildings and then upgrading the buildings. And yeah, after that we can just, for example, found a new village near us and then just run the bot and the bot will upgrade the village to the latest levels. Yeah, I think that's quite a nice progress for now. Field 1, field 2, they're also ordered by ID. That's cool. That's very nice. Okay, so thanks for watching. See you next time.